Bossman show making a grand return from Think with Logic days back in 2013. It's been 7 years and he's back in 2021. My man from the 901, not your man, Nick Cooper. What's good, bro?
Man, nothing, man. How you feeling?
I'm good, Nick. It's been 7 years, man. Can't it be that long?
Man, I thought we did that like 2015, but man,
It
you
was
made it work.
13, bro.
13. Wow, that's a long time, man.
So much has happened, especially that incident that happened in Antioch that night.
Right. Yeah. Boy, we can't talk about that no more. Ooh, boy.
The infamous incident that happened in 13 that night. The infamous incident that we can never forget in our lives. Never.
Right. It involved another person and then two more people. So we just gonna keep that.
Yeah.
Not gonna tell the people that, man. We're gonna keep it cold.
Can you believe that's been 7 years ago?
But I remember it like it was yesterday though.
Exactly.
Damn.
How time flies.
Right.
7 years ago that happened. Believe it or not, 13.
Man.
On an infamous May night.
Boy. If people saw that whole thing, they'll be like, what?
They wouldn't believe it happened.
I don't think they believe it happened.
Exactly. So it's funny, but folks, 2021, Nick's back for the Boss Report. He's back after 7 years of him living his life, his best life in Memphis, and now he's a podcaster himself and a radio host himself. Has his own show, which I was on last week, and I taught them a new phrase.
Well, I knew the phrase, but my host.
It was funny. Your host had never heard that phrase before until I brought his attention what a BDS was.
Right.
It told him. I know it tore him up. I see him face. It tore him up. He's like,
right. He was just like,
"Am I really hearing this?"
Right. I don't think he know. I was like, "Oh, he's gonna bring this up this early."
I mean,
hey.
Yes.
It was before the show, though. It was before the show, so we were cool.
Yeah.
We did a brief in the middle of the show, but before the show.
Yeah, because I had to explain to people that Boris Clay, due to his buck dancing and dancing in the middle of the ring like a clown, falls in that category of BDS.
And we found out he's half black.
Bro, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true.
That was the killer right there. Like, what? I was not expecting that, but we found out.
No doubt with Nick. You know how we're going to do it. We're going to tell you the story here. You're going to respond to it. So we're going to knock it out, brother. So, folks, Nick is back. So, folks, you've been waiting on it. It's time for it. The first one about Peachtree Media. This is the Boss Report. Nick, first story is this. Florida man arrested, Nick, for cutting off his Johnson after not receiving a New Year's gift from his girl.
New Year's gift?
I know. And why would that trigger you to cut off your own meat because you ain't getting a gift for New Year's? I didn't know that was a thing. I had no idea that was a thing.
But a New Year's Day gift?
I wasn't aware that was a thing either. He lost his meat because of it, because he wanted to sever himself.
So you injure yourself for a gift that is make-believe that we never heard of. Not a birthday gift, Mother's Day gift.
A New Year's gift, bro.
Father's Day gift. Is this something that they had, like as a couple or something like that?
The story did not say. All it said he was expecting a New Year's gift. He didn't get one, and because of that, he went off and cut off his meat.
Damn, Florida.
First story of the year, Nick. First story of this year was that one.
Ah, Florida,
Yes,
Florida, Florida, Florida.
yes. So we got that. We got Detroit's Wayne State University
Mm-hmm.
president Roy Wilson talking about black folks don't fear the COVID-19 vaccine. Nick, I don't know about you, brother. I mean, I'm gonna get it, but I ain't gonna get it right away. I'm gonna let some folks let them see how you do on them before I get it on me. I ain't gonna be the first round test dummies.
I mean, most of the people that I know is they had good experiences, so I didn't. So I don't have no. I have no, like I said, I don't have anybody that has a negative experience with it because most of the people I know that are in the health field, they had good experiences. They had the 2 shots. It was all good. After that, I don't know anybody else that's had a bad experience. So all I know is good ones. But for him to say we don't fear it,
Yeah,
I don't know if he knows American history like I know American history.
exactly.
But the Tuskegee experiments don't ring a bell to him.
And heck, just even getting pain pills now at the ER,
Right, yeah.
or
Pain
just
pills, women getting pregnant and they don't get the stuff that they need. Black women say they in pain and can't get certain things.
or they'll
Studies
send you to
show,
urgent care when they
yeah,
treat you there, or you
right,
urgent
yes.
care.
Studies has been shown for years that they treat black people different when it comes to pain meds and rating their pain and stuff like that. And they think we could take pain though differently than white people. I mean, that's why black people are so iffy when it comes to this COVID vaccine. I can understand that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm one of them. I'm gonna wait and see before I let them give me my matu because I don't be around people no way. I'm gonna be in my bunker, so I'm gonna
Right.
just play it easy and play it cool. So I get what dude's saying to a degree, but I don't agree. I don't get what dude's saying. So like, bruh, check it and chill. So we got this story. Florida man arrested trying to cipher the vaccine from a clinic, trying to steal the vaccine, sell it on the black market himself.
First of all, how was he trying to get it?
Breaking inside of a clinic after hours
Breaking inside the clinic, getting the vaccine,
to sell
and
it on the
selling it.
street.
First of all, I won't even trust him because he stole it. Second of all, how will he know it's the real vaccine unless he's
Exactly.
been?
It's Florida, man. It's Florida. So, Florida crazy anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So how would they know it's the real vaccine? He could be getting some diabetic stuff.
Exactly.
He could be getting some stuff for measles or mumps. So again, damn Florida, man.
Yes. Yes. Well, this
Florida,
story
man.
may is a little bit different. We got newly engaged Notori Naughton expressing love for her TV husband Ghost, hooking her up with her new hubby.
That's how they met though.
Yeah,
I ain't got a problem with it.
she's throwing it out like, "Hey, Ghost
But
did
at the
me a
same
solid."
time, why would you throw it to a fictional character instead of you know what? That's the thing right there.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. A fictional
yes.
character instead of the real person.
Mm,
Yeah. All right. Whatever.
yes,
Congratulations.
yes. Chronic Karening. Police were previously pulled in after public intoxicated Maya Poinsetto popped off at the Peninsula Hotel.
Oh, is that the one where she grabbed the
Mm-hmm.
black kid? We thought she stole his phone.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Hmm. I don't care about her. I mean, you ain't get no four sons like that with a phone that you left in an Uber. As far as I'm
Exactly.
concerned. Hmm.
Exactly, man. Look,
Whatever happens to you, happens to you. I don't care.
man, you can get somebody killed that day, weaponizing
Doing
that
that.
whiteness right there.
Right. You can get somebody killed for that. So,
Yes. And
right.
standing in Florida, New Year's Eve, one hit wonder lame dude, Vanilla Ice performed at Mar-a-Lago for a very pale crowd at the no good 45 New Year's Eve bash at his stupid ass ranch, whatever you call it, Mar-a-Lago on the ocean now.
He performed Ice Ice Baby and
Yes,
uh,
yes.
I thought he had money saved. He ain't had to do no stuff like that.
Obviously not. Well, I took his song. I took his song out of my playlist on Pandora. It's no longer stoned anymore. If you messing with a dude like that, I can't mess with you at all.
Also, I thought he hate performing the song.
But he did for his master, his zaddy.
I guess. I mean, ain't nobody here for him anyway. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's
Yes,
Vanilla Ice.
yes, most definitely. This story is kind of getting hot. Black Ink Crew's Caesar accused of kicking, punching teen daughter while she showered over dirty dishes.
I didn't know it was over 30 dishes.
Yes,
It had to be over something else, bro. It can't be just dirty dishes.
that's what the rumor is out here in these streets.
My thing is, first of all, you don't put your hands and feet on your daughter. I don't care. Daughter, son, whoever. Your kid, nah. That's like you damn near right. It's like you beating up. It feels like you beating up a stranger if you're doing that,
Mm-hmm.
or somebody. I mean, like somebody that owe you money or something like that. It just feels like you just beating your son up or daughter up like they just some random person, and then it's gonna take to a whole nother level of disrespect. That's how I feel about that. Also, if this is over dirty dishes, why would you wait till they get in the shower to address the whole situation?
Yeah, it's like a female coming to me while I'm on the toilet to argue with me about some BS, man. Woman, I'm taking a dump. Why you arguing me while I'm trying to take a dump? Like for real. It's that this is a real story. It happened for real. But a chick want to argue me while I'm taking a dump. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Can you wait till I come back out of this situation to handle this to have discourse about your problem? But she came to me in the bathroom to got me. What is wrong with you?
Nah, it's time and a place. I just don't believe you go into the bathroom and beat up your daughter
Open some dirty dishes.
over dirty dishes in the shower. That's
Like,
just
like our rule down dealing with women. Like, let's not argue in public. You have an issue with something, let's deal with it in the car or at home, behind closed doors. Let's not make a scene in public. Or like you said, time and place. Like let me let you take your shower, dry off, and address it.
I
Let's
would
have some
rather
sense.
I would rather him not put his hands and feet on this kid. Cause how old is this kid? What, 16 or something?
Mm-hmm. 16.
16-year-old kid. I'd rather not him do that. I'd rather him talk to her instead of just doing that stuff, man. You can't man. That's gonna make things matters worse between him and his daughter now.
Most definitely. That
She
relationship's
might not,
probably be over. If it was me, relationship be over. I
yeah,
can't do with you no
relationship should be done now.
more. Man, look. And this is down in Georgia. Of course, it's gonna be some BS. Defense attorneys for Gregory and Travis Smith Michael don't want Ahmaud Arbery to be referred to as a victim, and also say they don't want people wearing Black Lives Matter or George Floyd shirts or defund the police shirts in the courtroom because they may influence the jury to vote against them and send them in jail for life.
And who is this again?
Make Michael's people who killed Ahmaud
Oh,
Arbery.
yeah, Auburn. From a lawyer standpoint, I can see why they said don't do the Black Lives Matter shirts like that. And the main reason why is because juries see that and be like, oh, I think they might say they feel like they might sway the jury a little bit.
Yeah, that's what the defense is saying. They don't want that in
Yeah.
the courtroom, and they don't want to call Arbery a victim or show pictures of him. They only want to show one picture of him. They don't want pictures of him in the courtroom.
Now the pictures thing that has to be shown because bro, that's who you
Mm,
hear. But when it comes to Black Lives Matter thing and stuff like that, I think that could sway a jury, but depends on what kind of jury you got. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you have a whole bunch of white people in that jury, we all seen what happened. What's gonna happen?
mm-hmm.
But if you have a lot of black people, well, guess what? It's a difference. Like jury selection is real crazy, man. So
Oh yeah.
that's why I feel like even if people wore it, it would affect one side, but it affect another side.
Mm-hmm. I,
So
f-
I
I f-
wouldn't. So wearing it depends on who you got in the jury. That's how I feel about it.
Most definitely. And Prince's estate, man, owes the IRS $32 million after devaluing his estate to avoid taxes.
Who?
Prince's estate.
Okay,
Uh,
they did
uh,
what?
owes Uncle Sam $32 million for devaluing his estate to try to pay less in taxes. They found out through their audit they was playing with the estate value to avoid taxes.
How they find that out?
You know how they do them random audits on people.
Man, the IRS ooh boy. If it's one set group of people that want gonna get their money, it's the IRS.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what's going on. If they want their money,
They
they
getting
want
they
their money, and they
no
gonna get it.
no doubt. And bro, have you heard this for a push present? Gucci Mane gives Keisha Kayor $1 million for birthing their child, Ice Davis. So the chick got $1 million for having a baby
I
from him.
mean, that's how Gucci Man gives gifts.
Look, if a chick had my baby, she ain't get nothing but something in about 6 weeks for me, maybe if we on good terms. But beyond that,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but it's like with them, he's used to giving her a lot of money. She take care of it.
yeah. And
So
see,
for me, that's what we like to do for his
but
ladies.
see, bro, for me and you, the random dude, they're gonna be like, "Well, he
Nah,
doing it. He doing it. Why don't y'all do it?" You know how they get.
I'm broke. What you mean?
You know how they get inspired by these ballers and get thinking that, oh, he can do it too. But I'm not him. I don't have his income. Screw you.
No, I'm regular paycheck to paycheck, sweetheart. I can't do it.
No doubt.
And to be honest, even if I did have the money, I wouldn't probably do it either.
Exactly. Bro, this is gonna throw you off. In Texas, dude is arrested because he tried to offer payment for his 4 for 4 with a sausage and biscuit. If you catch my drift.
Well, you got naked for a 4 for 4?
Yes. He said he told him to come to the window and that'll be the payment.
That has to be drug induced right there. That got to be. It can't be. They checked him from drugs. Do they have any crack?
Nah, he was just a broke dude trying to get over by offering his pole for a meal for
But you
nourishment.
sure it didn't involve crack?
Well, it's some other kind of crack, but not the crack we thinking of. How you gonna be like, hey, come to the window though?
Why go even go to? Why would they even go to the window? I guess they thought he had some money.
Oh
Lord,
my god. Oh man, it's crazy, terrible.
man.
Do you see where Von Miller got dragged because his a little ex Insta boo Megan Denise posted text about him and tell he wanted to get an abortion. She put him on Instagram and Twitter about
Who?
him trying to force him to an abortion. Von Miller did.
Her name is what?
Megan Denise, his former Insta boo.
Megan Denise.
Yup, Von Miller's ex.
Wait, I'm following her. I don't see no text messages on here.
She posted screenshots.
They probably must have been in the story.
Probably so. Yeah, so she posted that junk and put him on blast, bro. This is my thing about that. Look, man. Once again, back to my original premise. We have an issue. Why we gotta take it to the public? Let's keep that private.
Oh yeah, she's got Bundy tatted on her. This should have been. I mean, but like I said, some people don't believe fat meat is greasy, bro.
Yes.
But also, I would not bring that out like that.
Yeah. I don't believe in that, bro. I don't believe in putting it out there in public like that. That we don't do that. That's not cool. So let's not do it that way. But that's
But
what she did, unfortunately.
it's a bad idea. But at the same time, makes it even worse because if I'm right, if I'm like, she literally got this man tatted on her
Mm-hmm.
in red ink.
Yes.
So it's just wow, man.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
wow. I mean, but they're both. I mean, when I feel like when public stuff like that should be bring out to the public unless they calling your bluff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
If to be quite honest, if somebody say I'm lying, straight up lying, well, I got to bring up the evidence. Then, boom.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably because what I'm looking at right now is probably what happened. He said something. She brought it to the forefront. So,
Hey, we got 5 stories to go.
oh
First,
Lord,
we got 5 more. Here we go. We got a dude in North Carolina who was arrested for stone cold stunning a customer in Walmart because he won his place in line.
in Walmart,
Yes, hit him with a stunner because he wanted his place in line to get out of that fast so he can go take care of some business allegedly.
I feel like if you do that at Walmart, it's safe. You should get in trouble if you do it at Walmart. That's how I feel.
Called a assault and battery charge, brother.
Oh, damn. But it's Walmart though.
Exactly.
Survival of the fittest in Walmart.
Oh yeah, and bro, it gets better.
What?
He pinned him for the 1, 2, 3.
Ha!
Somebody counted for him.
I wonder how you sold. I wonder how you sold the stunner though.
Mike Kyoto slide in there. 1, 2.
That Mike Kyoto slide from out of nowhere, man. His slide was efficient.
He did this too. He went for ringing the bells.
Fastest ring bell ever. Damn, I didn't know you get started better to put somebody in the stunner. That's the first.
In Walmart.
I didn't know you could do it. Man, I didn't know you get charged for that. That's the first. I got to stop telling my godson to stop doing that to folks now.
We got one more Walmart tale for you. Florida. Florida man arrested after pulling up gals dressed, look at her fake booty and grab it. Said, quote, that this is the nicest ass I've ever seen.
Yeah, he belong in jail on that one, bro.
Bruh, she a lion. Pull her dress up and grab the booty. Double gripped it like this. Like it's like a lobster or a
He
crab.
got to go to jail for that. Automatic. Automatic. Can't be, bro, in the middle of the day in Walmart.
Pull up the dress and just go double gripping it like you're a crab or a lobster. So it's the nicest ass I've seen in my life.
Yeah, you gotta go to jail, bro. Straight to jail. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Straight to jail.
Yeah, like my man, you can't be that thirsty. That's beyond thirsty.
There's
Bro,
strip
you remember
clubs.
them old groups, the Thirst Commandments back in the day? The old groups. You remember them old groups? You remember that thirsty dude? You remember him? And he got the woman for being thirsty?
Hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't.
But Galley had nobody neck though.
Hey, hey.
Folks, me and Nick have seen some weird crap happening in our lifetimes.
Sometimes you win, bro.
I mean, bro, the third. I just can't believe the thirst was rewarded with being the woman marrying you. I just couldn't believe it happened that way.
Wait, whoa, what?
They married. Remember, they married each other. Remember,
I thought they didn't get married.
they did. Remember, they got married.
Wow.
The thirsting got the man married to and some
But
kids.
are they still married now?
Bro, I couldn't tell you that part. I ain't checked that far. I ain't checked that deep into it. But last I checked, like 6 years ago, they still were.
You never know, though. It can change.
I remember them dudes be like, "Where's Nick at? He at work. Why y'all worried about it?"
Can't have a job, can't have a career, nothing. Can't start a career.
That's the funniest crap too. Where's Nick at? He working. What's he? How much does he work? Why are you worrying about it?
I never seen grown men worry about another man's work hours ever in my life.
Tell you. We experience some weird stuff, people. I'm telling you, it's weird stuff. We have like stories for days we wanted to share them on air. We could, but we're not gonna do that to you. We could though
Right.
if we wanted to. So we got three more to go, all of in current situations here. Black Lives Matter. No charges will be filed against Kenosha cop Rustin Shasky, who shot Jacob Blake 7 times in the back. F the 12s, as usual.
7 times in the back.
And then we have these white moderates and some of these black moderates who scream out, "Those are the defund the police. You turn off the suburban people. I don't care about them. They don't care about me. Either you with me or you against me." That's how I see it.
I'm just, I just want people to understand that police have a lot of things set up for them so they can win.
Yes.
Like police can literally say, "Oh, you're buying drugs with this money," and take it out your pocket, and then you gotta
Yes.
go to court to prove that you weren't buying drugs with that money in your pocket. Like people don't
Yes.
understand they can do stuff like that.
Yes.
So, like they're literally protected by the government, and it's kind of weird how we have to fight for certain things for them to not do. And I mean, it's police, and I think this is the one profession you can't have any bad apples.
You sure can.
You can't.
Because that's
Um,
my life. And you know what, Neek? I get angry when our white brothers and sisters try to tell me about the police aren't bad or they're not all bad and police aren't. I say, for you, it's not, you're white. That's where your privilege comes in. Just a color of your skin, you have protection and shielding. I don't. Out the margins for error. I make one false move, I'm finished. No questions asked. That's the difference.
I think a lot of white people don't know that we have to literally follow a list of things to not get fucked up by the police.
Yes.
And you got to tell that to a kid. You got to tell that to kids early. So that's the
Yes.
thing,
Having that talk like 8, 9 years old.
right? And it's a different feel when it comes to police.
And
Like I tell a friend all the time, like when have black people and police ever got along?
never.
Never.
The police were started to catch runaway slaves. So they've always
Right.
been against us.
Right. So the whole thing has just been crazy from the get go. But hey, I just wish that I mean, a man getting shot in the back 7 times.
Maybe he paralyzed us. He came out where he never
Paralyzed.
walk again.
Huh?
He not ever walk again
Right.
his whole
Right.
life.
Not able to walk again. But hey, we shouldn't arrest him. He's a man. Look, I ain't got no words for that one, man.
Miss I am here. Um Game blouses. Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff give bad faith bureaucrats blue balls with nail biting, bigot rebuking. Thank God for Black Ballot's victory over COVID cashing, KKK, Kelly Loeffler, and pandemic profiteering. David No Good will produce.
Is the Purdue dude the chicken?
Huh?
The chicken dude? Purdue?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I'm glad Warnock, 51-year-old black pastor, 33-year-old Jewish man with immigrant parents, took down white supremacy in Georgia, and
I
it
think
took black voters, Hispanic voters, took Latino voters, Asian voters, indigenous voters to put them over the line in rural Georgia and Atlanta suburbs and the Savannah. They turned out like crazy to overturn these fools in them packing. And thank you to that orange curmudgeon in DC for suppressing his own vote too.
I think when we look back on this, we're gonna have to say to ourselves, how did this happen and why did this happen? And I think the main reason why it happened is because of Stacey Abram, her situation.
And New Georgia Project too, Black
Like
Votes
the
Matter.
New Jersey Project, like hold the WNBA, the Atlanta Dream, add them on there too. And you look at them like in 2 years, this changed.
Yes,
Not usually it's four,
two.
two.
And folks, the South is not red. It's just voter suppression. It's not really red. There's
Right.
enough. It's now in Tennessee. That's a whole nother story. But in Mississippi, it can be churned.
Right.
Alabama, maybe. Florida, unfortunately, the Cubans, Venezuelans think they're white, so they vote Republican and conservative.
Right. That's the hardest thing about winning Florida, man. That is the hardest thing about winning Florida.
You got so many different. You got Puerto Ricans, the Venezuelans, the Dominicans, the blacks, the Haitians, and
Cubans.
to the DNC. The Latinos are not monolithic. You gotta deal with them in their own separate culture. You can't
Right.
just paint them as a broad brush. That's the problem too. And Venezuelans and Cubans tend to be Catholics. They are on that pro pro life and against abortion. So that's kind of gets them to go that way, even though it's against their own interest. They
Hmm.
still go that way, and that's why.
Right.
And see, I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm independent. My politics are black interests versus white nationalism. That's my politics. Black interests versus white nationalism. I'm independent, but I go with black interests first, always, in anything I do.
Right.
Politics is a tool and a vehicle to get stuff done. Well, I don't agree with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris on much. They are a tool to get stuff done for the black community. It's all part of the process.
Yeah. I just want people to stand up to their word, and I think a lot of things with politics, a lot of people don't believe people stand to their word, and that's the game of politics. But when it comes to this situation that we're talking about, Georgia, it took Georgia 2 years to turn blue.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the toughest thing that you can actually say. A southern state turned blue within 2 years. All because the governor decided to
To
vote to
cheat,
suppress people.
the cheat Stacey Abrams ought to been the governor of Georgia.
Yeah.
See, but it's no despite his own face in that case.
Right.
Messed himself up. And I'll shout out the team hat I'm wearing for letting them use the arena. That's pretty good condition, Nick. If you can't hit, so I think people vote there. It's a pretty good
Mhm.
arena from what I can see, Nick. you know,
I mean, I've been in, I was like, oh, it's a nice little arena here.
they need a new one, Nick.
We need a new one. Okay. Everything still works.
Does even the scoreboard in showers hit.
Oh boy.
You can tell I'm free now, don't you? You can tell I'm free now, can't you?
Man, when you told me about that scoreboard thing, I was rolling. Like, how the scoreboard don't work when you play, but it works when Hot 97, I mean, Hot 10, what is it? Birthday badge come up.
And
How does that
everyone
work?
comes to town. Globetrotters come to town.
Everybody else come to town. Scoreboard work. You come out. Oh, it don't work. Huh? Pardon
Mm-hmm.
me?
Yes.
Wow, man.
The
Wow.
curtain. Remember the curtain too.
Oh, the curtain. That's the funniest thing ever. Mm-mm-mm. Sad to see that.
Then you can tell I'm free now. A week ago I couldn't say this. A week ago I've been in trouble. Now I can say it.
It'll be a whole nother problem.
Yeah. You said what? You can't say that. You can't talk about that on the radio. You can't say some stuff out loud. I just did though. What you gonna do about it?
Boy, free as a bird.
PTM. I love PTM, right? Yes, indeed. Last story, Nick, is this. We got MAGA madness, Nick. White domestic white supremacist Trump supporting terrorists violently stormed the U.S. Capitol building because he and Trump incited him today to do so for the soup cookie KKK marathon event today in D.C. I mean, bro, this is insurrection. This is an attempted coup because dude is scared. He's about to go to jail because his life's over in 2 weeks. His life's got New York after him. Florida don't want him. Can't go to Scotland. He got all that debt from Deutsche Bank, dude. All your tricks have run called to you, my man. It's over. You're done. You're finished. It's over. It's over now. Move over. It's Biden's time. It's over. Orange, you shut down. Not sorry.
bro. I just don't. I mean, I'm not surprised at it. I'm not. At this point in the game, I'm not surprised. I'm just not. I mean, it been in that case ever since the election came.
He stopped the steel rallies they're having in Georgia right now,
Right.
tomorrow. Who stole what? Georgia recounted your stuff 3 times. You still lost every time.
Like they literally counted 3 times. He did try to change it. He was like,
I need you to find me 11,000, 12,000
yeah,
votes.
11,000 votes. How you get
11,000
caught
votes,
on?
Brad.
Like, that lets me know like he tried to do his best to get Georgia to do whatever he can, and he probably did the same thing for Wisconsin.
Michigan,
Probably did the same
Pennsylvania,
thing for Michigan.
Nevada, Arizona.
All those, Pennsylvania, all of them. So he probably went begging for all of them. Because if he knew if he could get one, he could probably get two more to go
Come
roll with
around.
it.
Neek. You know what's
But
crazy about Neek? That black folks in Milwaukee, Detroit, Philadelphia, Atlanta sitting in packing. Latinos and indigenous people in Nevada and Arizona sitting in packing. The people he hates the most
got him
sent
out of
his
there.
ass packing. Sent him to a life of misery going forward.
Crazy thing I didn't know, but I didn't know most of the voting results, city by city, by county. But I knew for a fact that Milwaukee was gonna go straight. It's gonna go straight blue. Pennsylvania, I was not sure because it's always been a swing state. It's always like, who knows?
And the Philadelphia, mail-in ballots in Philadelphia, um, hell, Erie, Pennsylvania, in
Right.
that northwestern part of the state turned blue for him. And
I
man,
didn't. I mean, I remember it was a saying that Ohio literally picked the last couple of presidents.
Ohio straight red now.
Ohio went red and lost, so it's kind of like that's the craziest thing about it.
To the DNC, this is my free advice to DNC. Quit chasing these mythical working class, which really mean white voters, and the Rust Belt. They're done. They're not coming back. You better depend on the black, brown, the non-white voters in your coalition. You better look at there. And no offense to Jim Clyburn and Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, this centrist BS is over because that's got you nowhere. Trying to be a centrist after Bill Clinton and came with that BS and got y'all nowhere. It just makes you get more extreme right wing people who are more right than you because a centrist is nothing but GOP light to me. That's all it is. It's
At
GOP
least
light.
you do got to have a certain amount of white vote. That's how I feel about it. You got to have at least a strong 40, 45%.
But you have that. But trying to chase these, because remember, Neat, 55% of white women voted for Donald Trump. 53% of white men voted for Donald Trump. So one every two white people are gonna go against you. So you want to maximize the ones who haven't registered to vote and build numbers up with the people who gonna vote for you. And if the whites are gonna be with you, they're gonna be with you. The ones that ain't, the ones that ain't, and they ain't. This mystical white voter is a waste of money and resources. When you can be on the ground, mobilizing people in Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, God help you, North Carolina, Texas, even. If you do it the right way and don't treat the Latinos as one broad stroke, you can do some in Texas.
I think you can't, but states like Tennessee is going to be hard to do. I can tell you that right now.
Not enough black people.
Also, not only that, you literally have only 2 seats that are going to be blue. Just 2. And outside of that, you're going to have at least one other county. Just 3. So that's 3.
Yeah.
So basically, you're going to have to go to each county alone and convince them. And that's a hard thing to do.
And Tennessee don't have enough non-white people to overcome it, like
Right.
Georgia does.
Georgia does, I think.
Alabama does now. Mississippi does with black
But
people. Florida
Alabama,
has it.
yeah, but
Texas has
Alabama,
it.
I think Alabama does. Their vote suppression is so different that
Yeah.
it's a tough.
Tennessee and Kentucky are lost causes still, if you
Right.
ask me.
I think so too.
Arkansas lost cause, if you ask me. Start
Hmm.
up black season in Arkansas for me to make it turn blue.
Outside of what Little Rock,
And that's kind of not really enough.
right?
Jonesboro has, Arkansas State there, but
Yeah,
besides that, wasn't Jonesboro. Fayetteville, of course, you know what that's going to be. But in the college kids there, it'll be blue, but it's not enough people in Fayetteville to make it go.
right.
Pine Bluff will be probably blue because of the UAPB. Not enough there. So you got target states that would look at the demographics and numbers and get your people out. Because to me, the whites are what you're gonna be with you. I'm not gonna chase them. They either gonna see it your way or not. But get those as the country's brown, get those brown voters who are young and not registered and running numbers up at them. That's what
You,
Georgia did.
you definitely got to talk to them one to one because you're not gonna get them just talking to a group sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta catch them at the barbershop, the club, the hookah bar.
You basically better talk. You basically got to talk to Stacey Abrams and ask her what did she do, step by step.
Yeah, she went door to door and met them, and she met them where they was at.
Right. She
The,
literally went door to door, and I'm like, what?
and she went to businesses too.
I
She
know
went
she went. That's my
salons,
whole hometown.
barbershops, hookah bars. They had vans out in the club parking lots, bro.
Right. She basically parking lot pimp.
Yes,
At
she
the
went where
club
that people were
to get
at.
these votes.
You gotta meet people where they at, and also having events, having food drives,
Right.
block parties. Because it's not so boring to them, We have a block
Right.
party to go to, so that's how you do it. And
And
this
team
today,
I say team up with the other people as well, other groups as well. Come together,
yes,
spread the word.
yes, because I'll tell you this: in Tennessee, I'm not going past Cookville if I don't have to. I couldn't even begin to canvas in Tennessee beyond Nashville, maybe, and Rutherford
That's all
County
the far. Like you can
to a degree.
Shelby County and Davidson is the only one you're gonna be canvassing at.
Because I'm think I'm gonna go to Martin, Tennessee, try to find a campus in Martin, Tennessee, and in that county. No, I'm not going to Putnam County to Cookville. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to the Eastern Hills when they don't wear shoes and shirts over there, but
Nah,
over outside
definitely.
Knoxville. I ain't doing that. Ain't happening. I have to write that off.
Right.
Ain't happening, Captain. See, Georgia has enough cities where you can play with to kind of get it the right way.
Yeah.
Tennessee only has two. Now, Chat has some black people, but they're outnumbered by the Trump
A
supporting
lot.
people.
Same with Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm
Tennessee
looking
will
at,
never turn blue parties, I'm concerned, but thank you, Georgia.
yes. Neat. You got 2G coming in February, bro. 2G coming to you in February. 2G's coming.
I ain't even got the 600. So what did you say?
I got mine the other way. I told you I got mine that Friday.
Man, mine might come in a check because that's what I got my first one in a check.
Yeah, well, yeah. Mnuchin trying to screw you over, bro.
Yep. I pray for that one.
So yeah, these soup cookies are mad. The black folks showed up and turned out, and their leader, the Grand Wizard, of that Klan rally, and their leader is gonna be gone in 2 weeks. So, folks, after Boston for this week, Neek, what is your thoughts on this report, my brother? First time in 7 years, brother. How was that report for you? What are your thoughts, my man?
Still the same. Just got to stop with Florida, man. God. Florida. Always
Raising up
Florida.
gal butt, pulling up, you stunning people, and getting a
Florida, man.
pinfall in
Florida.
Walmart.
Florida, man. Florida.
Yes. 7 years, man. I can't 7 years ago. I can't remember, bro. 7 years.
Right. That's a long time, bro. Damn, I can't remember what I was doing 5 years ago. Shit, what was I doing 5 years ago? Shit, I don't know.
Man, bro. 5 years ago. What was I 5 years ago? I do remember what 5 years ago. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I can't remember now. And I don't, the memory don't ring a bell to me. I don't like it.
It'll pop up sooner or later.
But yeah, and uh Nick, think I will hear from a certain Cowboy fan after seeing the show. Man who quotes the same story every time he talks to me. Same story, Nick, from 2010. Same story I already know. Same story.
We know all the details, bro. We already know.
Bruh, I can complete his take for him.
Right. We know what happened, bro. We know. We know how you feel about it. We know. You add on something new to it. What's new? Nothing? Okay,
Nothing.
cool.
The same take, the verbatim of that I've heard how many times, Nick? Maybe 100 times, maybe?
Man, probably heard it about 500 times by now.
Exactly. And Nick, his favorite owner, don't even know his name still. That's what's so funny about it. Edward. Edward.
Might well just change it to his name. I'm just saying.
He gave you a slave name, Edward.
You might as well make that your name now, bro. At this point in the game, that's your name.
Your name is Edward now.
Correct. That is your name now.
But bruh, you know what's amazing? He still has a job at his old employer.
All
That
right, man. All right.
that's that's some crazy stuff. But yeah,
Right.
crazy.
Trippy.
Folks,
Trippy.
we'll maybe tell these stories one day in real life, but we can't give you everything on show one, folks. It's more to tease you with down the road on the Boss Report. Neek, my man, good to have you back on the show. It's gonna be fun to do this with you every week, man. Crazy stories of the week, man. Talk about life, politics, the stories, man. It's gonna be fun, brother. It was real good today, there.
Good to be back.
No doubt. Follow my man at Nacho Man Neek on everything. Nacho Man Neek. Because he got nachos for you, man.
Bruh. No. But yeah. Follow me.
No doubt. Folks, we out of here.